All right. For this section of it, this just is like what happened when I in my attempts to get my right to sue letter from DFEH. So I have contacted over 20 lawyers, getting close to 30 by now. I wrote this one a while back, so I have contacted over 20 lawyers, getting close to 30 by now. I have found none that are willing to assist me. Most of them have not even acknowledged me. There are so many workers contacting them that they are able to just choose whichever ones are the hot topics right now that they will make the most money off of for the least amount of work. Since my case involves so many violations, they won't even give my case a second thought. I have also contacted several litigation referral services. One call in particular from one of the lawyers that actually responded got me thinking that something awfully strange was going on. She immediately tried to tell me that one of my complaints, the very first one that she attempted to discredit as nothing, about rest break violations, was not going to fly in court. After I finished explaining to her the exact law and the ways that it 100% did relate to my case, she finally had to admit that I was correct. She then tried to use the fact that I was over the time statutes for the violation, and I told her the rule about that, which is that if you have a whole slew of causes of actions, that it is different. I also told her that I had just received my right to sue letter, which she was surprised that I even had received. So I must be as okay as far as the time statutes go. She said, "Oh, you do have a right to sue letter then. Did you get it yourself or was it issued by the DFEH?" Now, I'll have to come back to this lawyer because that question really made me raise an eyebrow suspiciously. Because when I first went to the DFEH, I was told that everyone has to go through the DFEH or the EEOC in order to be issued a right to sue letter. It is the very first step. Then, after my first round of contacting lawyers failed, I figured that maybe they were all worried about the time statutes. So I contacted the DFEH, who had already told me that even though my case did have merit, that they were not going to help me, and that I should not give up, that I should contact a private lawyer, and I asked them if they would issue me my right to sue letter, so that I could let lawyers know that I am within all the time limits. Because once I am issued the right to sue letter, I knew that it would only be 1 year, and that would be that. Nothing more that can be done about it. And that is what they are hoping will happen, that they will be able to just ignore me until the time runs out. Anyways, the first thing that they did was try to tell me that I could just go to the website and get my own right to sue letter, that I didn't have to go through all the stuff I already had gone through, but I could still get one. So I said okay, and I tried, but could not figure it out. Plus, something did not seem right to me about the whole situation. So then I contacted them again and asked them if they would just issue me one, like the original plan was. Then I got an email from my original DFEH workers boss telling me that they would not issue me one because of the time statutes passing. I said no. I told her the rule about the statutes because I had been doing research on all this stuff for several years at that point, and how the time was extended, and that I had been working on my case and trying to find a lawyer to help me for a very long time, but so far nobody would help me prepare and present my case. Then I got switched back to my original worker, and she issued me the right to sue letter. But first, they tried to dodge personally issuing the letter to me after initially telling me that I had to go through them to receive one, and telling me that my case had merit and that I should hire a private lawyer. Secondly, they tried to deny giving it to me, claiming that I was over the time statutes, until they realized that I have done a whole lot of research and know the rules, and only then did they finally issue it to me. So when the lawyer said that to me, asking about did I get it myself or did the DFEH issue it to me, all the trouble that I went through to get it suddenly came into my head, and I was thinking something fishy is going on here. So, anyways, back to the lawyer. I told her that the DFEH had issued me the right to sue letter. Next, the lawyer asked me to read it to her. I said okay, and started to read it. I got about 2 sentences read, and she said that I was automatically disqualified from them being able to help me. Then she accused me of trying to start an argument with her, and that was the end of the conversation. At that point, I was almost certain that there is something strange going on between the California court system, the DFEH, and the lawyer community, and I still believe that there is some kind of conspiracy going on to this day.